Going to get to the news in a second and get to the update on Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg in a cage match. So that's coming up in a second. First, over to Charlie in Virginia, who is on the phone. Hey, Charlie, what's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning, studio.
Morning.
All right, always wanted to do that.
Well, your dream.
Hey, Bobby, I wanted
Yes, go ahead, buddy.
Oh, that's all right. I wanted to talk to you about your show in D.C. My best friend and I, we got tickets to go with our wives, and it's my best friend's wife's birthday that day on Saturday the 16th, and she's also a hardworking nurse, and they're actually expecting their first baby. So I wanted to know if you could give her a shout-out at the show.
Yeah, and you know what? If she'll have that baby on stage, refund of the tickets. You can go to the show, you get on stage, you have the baby, then you get a refund. If you name the kid Bobby, I give you all the money from that show that night. Oh, what a night. Yeah. Just, Ray, put them on hold and get their information. I'll put it on a piece of paper and I'll shout out to them. Hopefully say hi to them there.
And the baby gets tickets for life to anything you do.
Yeah, that's too much, Amy. We just went over the line there. Shows did pretty well this weekend. If you guys want to come to a show, bobbybones.com. Wichita's got like 10 tickets left. That whole theater's almost sold out. Tampa's pretty much sold out. Virginia Beach is pretty much sold out. Vegas and D.C., still some left in Louisville. But go to bobbybones.com if you want to come to the comedically inspirational shows. It'll be pretty good. We're shooting all, if not a lot of them, for like real deal stuff. Can't say much else about it, but it'll be fun. All right, thank you. News time. Let's go.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
During a tour date in Minneapolis on Saturday, Taylor Swift performed her song Dear John for the first time in 11 years. Now, the song came out. They're like, the song's rumored to be about John Mayer. It's pretty much John Mayer right on the nose.
It's called Dear John.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was right after, they had dated. So everybody had been like, oh, when this new album comes out, but it's her re-recording it and then owning the masters. And they go after, all the Swifties go after the people that she was mad at back then. But she's on stage and she's like, don't. She's like, we're adults now. She's like, I'm going to re-release the song, but don't go and like attack them on social media.
But revisiting that this weekend, I forgot how she was 19 and he was 31.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
John reportedly dated Taylor from December 2009 to February 2010 when he was 31 and she was 19, and the breakup was far from being amicable. But yeah, it'll be on Taylor's version of Speak Now. Yeah, Swifties go hard. I don't mess with them. It's about the only group I don't mess with.
A lot of them.
Well,
Yeah.
I just don't mess with them. They're hardcore. There's a lot of different kind of groups, but that Swifties are maybe the most hardcore army in the world. We should just send them to fight our wars. Ukraine, Russia? Nope. Send the Swifties in. They'll fix that crap immediately. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg in a cage match. Here's the update. So last week, like, hey, let's fight. Okay, send the location. And the big thing was they were going to fight in a cage. So they continue to talk about it. According to Dana White, head of the UFC, Musk and Zuck are absolutely dead serious about battling it out in the octagon. This would be the biggest pay-per-view in the history of the world.
Absolutely.
And if they were to do it and then donate the money, that would be an amazing thing to do. You'd have to settle on who gets the money.
Yeah.
All the expense. There'd be a lot to it. And also, billionaires don't become billionaires by donating all their money. So there's that too. So I don't know what's going to happen. If it ever happens, it'll be hilarious. It'll be a terrible fight. It'll be the worst. It's like actually watching two people fight in a bar. It just isn't pretty. It's stupid. You're like, well, he hit him one time and he got knocked out. But I would buy it.
But Zuckerberg's like ripped, right?
Zuckerberg's a jiu-jitsu guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Musk is a lot bigger.
Oh, is he?
Musk is 51, big dude. Zuck is 39, younger, trains jiu-jitsu. Zuckerberg is the favorite right now, according to the odds, about minus 160.
Oh.
So it's a pretty good favorite, but nothing crazy. That's from The Verge.
Let's go. Let's do this.
I think Zuck, like I know him.
Zuck and what? Musk?
Yeah, I think
Musk.
Zuckerberg probably does this all the time. I think people that are obsessed with things, myself included, get really obsessed with things. I think he probably fights all the time. And I've watched videos of him fighting other people.
Where?
I watched him get
Where?
choked out online the other day.
Oh yeah, like in a gym, like on a mat.
And then they said he didn't get choked out, but he looked like he got choked out to me. But sometimes you get choked out. If you get in the ring enough, you're going to get choked out occasionally. So anyway, that'd be cool to watch. A man robs a woman, then asks her out is the next story from KMOV. In Indianapolis, an unidentified woman was coming home from working late, and she was approached by a gunman who stole cash from her and forced her to send him a request on Facebook.
Huh.
So he could get her info?
Later, he had the guts to ask her for a date.
Oh my
So is that
gosh.
planned or like in the middle of the robbery? Like, hey, she's cute.
Right.
I would
probably.
imagine it's that second scenario.
Wow.
Or you just go up and hit on her
Instead of trying
instead
to
of
rob her.
robber. That's
I
what
mean-
I would think, because I don't think that's really the greatest hello, like first impression
Yeah.
of the gun. Court records state that Boyce pointed out his Facebook profile to the victim and watched her add him.
Well,
You're going to jail now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to work on most women, but there are some where they're going to be into that.
Well, and if they were to get together, what a story that would be for later in life.
Oh, wow.
Boyce also reportedly told her he'd pay her back the money he stole and then left the scene on a bike. There was also a message exchange where Boyce allegedly wrote, "Look, just know I'm going to pay you back. It's a blank way to meet, but blank, you is pretty." After a request to meet up, the victim told the assailant that she had a man, but she wishes him the best. He was charged with armed robbery on Wednesday.
Wow.
What a love story. An influencer openly brags about defrauding credit card companies. I saw this video, and one of the videos that I saw, he was in a pool holding them up.
Yeah, like
It's
what?
the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Technology should be making us smarter, and I don't know that it's making us dumber, but it's allowing the dumb people to be heard by more people. So here you go, an influencer on TikTok openly bragged about defrauding credit card companies. Here is Green Thumb Got Bands describing his scene. And what he's talking about is the corporate veil, which he does, and you can do to protect your personal assets. Unless a court can prove fraud or wrongdoing, then they can go after your personal assets.
Let's say, for example, you'll get a car or a credit card in your personal name. You're personally held responsible for that. So if you're going to be held liable, and if you don't make that payment back, the bank can come and sue you. With business credit, you are not personally held responsible for that line of credit. So let's say, for example, how I got this watch. I went and opened business credit cards in that account. I then proceeded to go on, buy this for $100,000. I'm going to turn around and sell it to a jeweler for $80,000 in cash, which now gives me the cash. I'll file bankruptcy on the company. I'll never have to actually pay it back.
That's legit. I saw that video. I was like, dude, he's living the life.
This dude's going to jail. That's the life. He's going to jail. And there are people probably taking advantage of this constantly. However, you shouldn't do it. Then you're an idiot if you post that you do it.
You see how I got this watch?
Yeah. He's showing exactly what he got, said exactly how he got it.
Yeah.
His face is there.
That's crazy.
He got a lot of credit cards.
That's kind of like Lunchbox and the tax thing. Like, he gets on here, talks about how, like, he
do it by
writes
the
off
books.
everything.
He does say he does it by the book, just
That's what
books
he
from different
says.
years. But then he doesn't show us all the stuff he's got. He just says it. This guy's like showing it.
True.
He's an idiot. When it comes to athletic activities, men and women have different favorites. Going to the gym to focus on cardio is tops for women, while playing golf is what men like to do best. The rest of the female sports include hiking, dancing, swimming, and yoga. For guys, again, it's golf and then basketball, hiking, and fishing.
Come on.
Although the guy ones, for the most part, aren't near as active as
Yeah, I
the...
was
yeah, I was going to say fishing
the
is not
ladies.
really
Fishing.
active.
Yeah, not really.
I always have a weird... I have a weird association with golf in talking about it because golf is a privileged sport. I never got to play golf as a kid. I worked at a golf course, but I did maintenance, and they never let us play. And so I never played golf until my 20s. And so even now, like, I love to play golf. But I always have this association with rich people in golf. So I always feel weird talking about golf. So I don't talk about it that much. But then I'm like, is golf more? I don't know. I just have this attachment to golf being for rich people. And I don't think it is, like, the people that I know, we just play golf, but just that kid part of me, because I never got to play. Do you think golf's for rich people?
I mean, I think that sometimes we associate it with it because it's like you think golf club or golf course, country club. Like, yes, wealthier people, business people are doing it. They're out there making deals, doing whatever. So I think it does have some of that association, but maybe it's
Should
just
I be
more,
concerned less?
Maybe, yes, be concerned less. It's more accessible. There's you know, what's
Mini.
that course in
Mini golf.
Mini golf.
Putt
Yeah.
putt.
the course in Austin that like all my high school
Peter
friends would play
Lions.
because it was so cheap. Lions.
Oh, dude,
There's-
13
Oh, yeah.
bucks.
I think it's a
Yeah.
mini golf course. Yeah,
So
yeah.
like there's, you know.
Oh, we just go with lions get hit with balls.
Yes.
Everywhere. Ah! It's like grenades coming in all directions.
There's affordable courses.
Absolutely.
Okay. Here's what makes Americans angriest about airlines from the Atmosphere Research Group. Number 1, delays and cancellations.
Yep.
I watched a TikTok yesterday of a guy just screaming at the woman working the desk. The guy has no idea how human beings, airlines, emotions, any of that actually work? Does he think that this person working behind the counter has anything to do with that plane being late? Also, does he think it's helping their human relationship that he screams at her to try to make and does he think that she's also not going, oh, I hate this because it sucks for them and now it sucks for me? There was just such a disconnection. This guy screaming at her. You know we're late. You did this on purpose. And he was huge, but I would have loved for somebody just to punch him in the face. Because every once in a while, somebody needs to be punched in the face. Myself included sometimes.
People that act that way, there's underlying issues.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, some of that underlying issue is being annoyed you can't get to your place. But, yeah, I hear you.
I mean,
it sucks.
yeah, I can be annoyed, and I'm not going to react
Nobody
that way.
ever wants to trap you on the tarmac on purpose.
Right.
And it sucks. But that's one of them. Bag getting lost.
Oh, that's bad.
Long lines, close proximity to other people. Well, you can stay away from it. That's fine. That you can do. Okay, and let's see. We have one more. Oh, I do want to talk about this. Lana Del Rey, for example. She may be an artist that you guys know. We listen to her a lot at my house because my wife is a big fan. But I want to play you some Summertime Sadness here. Oh, dance version. All right. So the reason I brought this up is because there's this massive music festival in England called Glastonbury, and she was late. She's a headliner. She's 30 minutes late to go on. They kicked her off, and they were like, you're not playing your show.
What?
It was awesome. It was awesome because
I mean, Kanye was late like 2 hours one time.
it just depends on who you are, where you are, their rules.
Wow.
There are probably a lot of other morning shows where you guys come in 20 minutes late. Who gives a crap?
Yeah.
Hey, that ain't happening here.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Because we all respect each other, right? We respect each other and we respect each other's time. And so she came out 30 minutes late. They had a midnight curfew. And here you go, her excuse. Go ahead.
I was so late that I am about to rush this set today. If they cut power, they cut power. My hair takes so long to do it. I love you to death. Let's keep on running the set as it's supposed to go.
Her hair took 30
It
minutes.
was her hair.
Okay.
They're 30 minutes late.
Oh, boy.
And then they cut her. They walked out and said, you can't do it. You can't play the show. They cut her. They cut the power. Here's the fans singing as she's being walked off by security. A lot of the crowd was mad. Yeah, it's on her. You can't be late. You just really messed up with a bunch of your fans who paid good money to see you.
Wow.
So that's it. I love it.
I mean, how are we going to have those rock and roll stories, dude, if we can't be late?
True.
Like, that's so rock star. Be like, I'm late.
But they had the curfew.
And they wait and they chant, Lana, Lana, Lana. And then she shows up.
I don't like that rock and roll. I
No?
never liked that rock
Okay.
and roll. Rock and roll to me is
Bobby likes on-time rock and roll.
rock and roll to me is showing up on time. Because if you're a rock star and you do things on time, that's even more rock.
Oh my gosh, you just love it when people go on early.
Oh yes.
Who goes on it? No one can go on
no
early.
one go on early.
Well,
That's
maybe
not.
I'm just saying even by 5 minutes. He's
Yeah.
probably like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
This is
I love it.
amazing.
I love this band.
I can't.
All right, that's it. Thank you.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, you guys hit us up if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. They found it. It's Elvis doing Baby Got Back. They found it from the archives.
What?
Elvis Presley doing Baby Got Back. We'll do it next. They can use AI to basically take any artist and make them sing any song just by going, okay, we got them going, all right, put it all together. Here's what you got. This is Elvis doing Baby Got Back.
Oh, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You are the brothers I can't deny. That when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round penny in your face, you get sprung. Oh, you get sprung.
Wow.
So stupid.
Big butts and I cannot lie.
Stop that.
Now we need Sir Mix-a-Lot doing Elvis.
That'd be cool.
That would be funny. Morgan Wallen last night, Bobby Bone Show. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Call us if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. Wife and I went to kind of like late breakfast brunch, and we're sitting there, and it's an outside place. Pretty nice day on Saturday. And there was a family next to us, and they had a son, probably 2.5. And he steps away from his table. Again, it's an outside patio, and just starts peeing.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I could not stop laughing. He was just doing what he'd been taught. He's outside, so he could pee. I mean, he was peeing right next to the table.
That's hilarious.
And so I'm dying. The mom is mortified, and my wife's like, "It's fine, we don't care." Like, there are other tables, and they were like a little weird about it, but she's like, "Don't worry about us, we don't care. It's a kid peeing." She's from he's from Arkansas, from Oklahoma, you know. And she was like, I'm so sorry. But I mean, the kid just ripped it, just right in front of everybody. Funniest thing I've seen forever. So that's kind of how my weekend went. You? What'd you do?
Oh, I did a lot of gardening. That's mostly what I went to Home Depot twice. I need to go back again. Only problem is I finally cleaned out my car too. I got it all clean, vacuumed out, looking really good. And then I decided to go Home Depot and loaded it up with plants and pine straw. And so now I need to get it clean again. But I mean, I got mosquito bites all over me now because that's me working in the yard, taking care of business.
Mosquitoes kill more people than any other creature in the world.
Wow.
I read that. It's like 70,
Kill?
Yeah.
More than sharks.
Oh, because of malaria?
Just all kinds of stuff. Like 75,000 people a year. Yeah.
Oh,
More than tigers.
Yeah, I think those are more
than
newsworthy and they're stronger.
Gators, right.
Yeah. More than hippos. We can keep naming the big animals.
Wow.
But yeah, Lunchbox your weekend?
Oh, weekend was good. I went to a birthday party, and then me and my wife went to dinner. Then we hit NASCAR. Saw some racing. That was about it.
Did you win?
Well, I didn't get to race. I didn't get to drive. I thought I was going to, but I got to be down there where the tires were and the bolts were flying and the gasoline was guzzling and, the tires were screeching.
Oh, wow.
Rubber was burning.
Yeah.
Hitting
us with them.
Engines were revving.
You, Eddie?
I was pretty active this weekend. Like
we did do the group workout, didn't we?
We had a group charity workout. Yeah. That was cool. Early Saturday morning. But my basketball team, I've been having trouble with them coming to practice, every single one. So some we have 10 people on our team, 10 kids, but sometimes we only get 5. So the parents have to play. If we want to do a scrimmage, so it's kids against parents, and it's a full-on basketball game. We'll do it for 30 minutes, full-on, and I'm like, parents, don't slow down. Play hard. They need to learn the hard way. And, dude, by the end of 30 minutes, we're all exhausted.
Are you playing, too?
Yeah.
You player coach?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cover the point guard.
You guard. Do you get the ball ever, or do you just play defense?
We play offense and defense, so they work both sides of the court.
Do your kids play full court?
Yes, they do. Even when we do family basketball, they play full court. The games are all full court.
When you're coaching them, they're full court.
Oh, yeah, it's exhausting. Oh. Some of the kids, they're all red. There's coach, get me out of here. They're exhausted. I get it now.
There's only 5 of them, yeah.
Well, there's 10.
But if there's only 5 at practice, there's no subs.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then we're all exhausted.
Well, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Call us if you want. We'll grab those calls in a second. A couple things that I want to get to in the next segment. I think we'll jump into this, the quote. You have a quote that you think of that sticks with you that maybe has changed the way that you think, or I just kind of gave you this assignment. Think about what's the one quote. Maybe you heard it 20 years ago. What is that one that's kind of changed the way that you've thought? We'll get to that, and then we have some other stories of artists being late to shows that listeners want to share with us. Yeah, we'll get to all that. Hold on. Back in a second. All right, give me a quote that maybe you live by or maybe has changed your perspective a bit. Maybe you think about it all the time, but you don't realize that's where you got it from. I don't know. Amy, your philosophy, go.
Well, this is newer to me, and it's we can't create a new future while we're living in our past. And it's from Joe Dispenza.
It's like a therapy thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that when you're looking to move forward, sometimes if you get stuck with things from your past, whether it be your past like a few months ago, a year ago, or even your childhood, if you stay stuck in that, you're not going to be able to move forward.
Can't remove toxicity from your life if you're still in a toxic waste dump.
Whoa, that's deep.
Not really. That's the same-ish thing.
I was going to get it tattooed.
Oh, you should. You should. Yeah, I like that. Lunchbox?
Live like you're dying.
Mm-hmm.
Live like you're dying. I mean, this guy named Tim McGraw said that to me, and I was just like, you know what? He's right.
He said it to you?
He did.
Yeah, like every time I hear it, it comes on the radio, I'm like, he's talking to me. Because listen, everybody worries about, I'm going to plan for the future. I'm going to do this. No, just live. Just live. Like, don't worry about it. You got to live for right now. You can only control what is happening right now. And like, if someone wants to go to happy hour today, go to happy hour today. Don't say tomorrow, because guess what? You may not be here tomorrow.
Yeah, you might die.
You got to live like
But
you're
what
dying.
about, like,
a bull named Fu Manchu says, you want to ride me? You say, heck yeah, I do. I'll ride you, sucker.
If a bull talked, you might be dead. You might already be in heaven with a talking bull. What about saving, though? Like your savings account?
No, don't do that.
Got it.
Because what's the point?
Well, what if you just said that 5 years ago?
Correct.
No.
Wait.
You wouldn't be dead. You're still alive.
I wouldn't be dead, but guess what? There'd just be money sitting there, and I wouldn't have the experiences I had. I wouldn't have got to.
So you don't have a savings account?
No.
Yes, you do. Yeah, yes, you do.
I have a checking account.
Okay.
Yeah, where
It's not a savings account.
But do you save money? I mean, semantics. But is it your checking account where you save money?
I mean, I have a couple dollars in there. I mean,
why not spend them?
No, I try. I mean, I do spend. Like I don't worry about it. Like I mean, I'm not like.
I think in theory I like it.
Like I don't look like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, should I go on that vacation? Well, in 6 months I may need that money. No, let's go on vacation. I don't
think live like you're dying is mostly about money. I think it's about experiences and telling people and emotions and sharing. I don't think it's about spending all your money right now. But I do like that. I do like it. I just think you're a little wrapped up in the money part of it, because then if you live like you're dying and you don't die, then you're living and you can't buy anything.
It's true.
Yeah.
But
that song sucks though. Yeah, that song I just wrote. Eddie?
Ellis Boyd Redding once said,
"Oh my God,
I knew it."
What?
Go ahead.
Get busy living or get busy dying. And that's so true. That's not just a prisoner talk.
That's ish like Lunchbox said, honestly.
Yeah.
But
good. Like, if you're not like trying to chase your dreams, if you're not trying
why are you guys
to
give each other high fives?
Well, because we kind of said the same thing.
Yeah, we're on the same level.
I mean?
Yeah.
Two different
They're both
amazing
good.
artists.
I just think Lunchbox is wrapped up in the money part a little.
Well, he's about to go to the money part too.
No. Mine's like follow your dreams. You know, like get busy living, follow your dreams. But if you want to quit, that's dying. So get busy living or get busy dying.
What's your dream?
I don't know. I mean, to retire. I want to retire soon. Like, that's my dream.
So then retire.
Like, very soon.
Well, then get busy retiring.
Yeah, get busy retiring, or else you're just dying.
I'm working, dude. I'm working.
Yes, you're working.
I'm getting busy living.
Right. But your dream is to
retire.
But what are you doing towards that?
Working.
No. But what are you doing towards retirement?
Like making money.
Okay, and are you saving it for retirement?
Not really, because I have 4 kids, so it's
well,
tough.
because you're living like you're dying, so you're not. You see,
one's getting busy living or dying, and one's living like they're dying.
Interesting.
These guys, I don't know.
I mean, they're good quotes, man.
They are.
Yeah. I mean, mine is very simple. We've all heard it 10,000 times, but it's like you can give a man a fish and he can eat for a day, or you can teach a man to fish, or he can fish for his whole life. And that teaching a man to fish is. It's like somebody got to teach me how to fish. I want to spend the time doing that. But once you got it, like you have it forever. And so that's a big one to me. Like if I can learn how to do everything, I don't have to have people do anything for me. And I think I had to do that early. So like I want to learn everything I could possibly know. Even with this job, like I don't think there's anything that anybody does here that I haven't done at some point. So that's mine. Very baseline. I also like get busy, full man chew.
Or go skydiving.
I mean, another one you could just say like is YOLO.
YOLO's good.
Yeah.
YOLO's
you guys
really
are
good.
Obsessed with dying.
Well, no, living.
No, living.
Living
before you die.
Yeah. Like taking advantage of why you're here.
That's right.
I do like, and I say this sometimes, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's always funny to me because if you're going to be an idiot, you're going to have idiot things happen to you.
I like that one.
That's a funny one. I don't know who said it.
Yeah.
Who said your fishing one?
Darwin.
It's an old proverb. I don't know.
Never heard of that one.
Stop.
You've never heard
No.
teach a man to fish. He fishes for his whole life.
I've heard
opposite way.
I've heard you can't take a horse to water. Wait, what is it?
You lead a horse to water, but you can't teach him to drink the
That's
water.
it. It's kind of the same thing, right?
Something like that. I think we nailed that quote.
I think so too.
Yeah,
we're too busy living.
Yeah, and I'm over here dying.
Yeah, I mean,
Another one I think that I probably use a lot. I don't know where it came from. Is like I just read it somewhere. I'm sure at one point. If you don't quit, it ain't over. Like as long as you still have the will within you, you can continue, and it ain't over. The story's not over.
It's kind of like get busy living or get busy dying.
yeah, and live like you're dying. Like, because, like, let's say you see a hottie. Like, people are so scared about, oh, you know what I mean? Who gives a crap? Go up to
for
her.
it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
You may
Guess
not
what?
be here tomorrow.
You might not be here tomorrow.
But you probably will be. Just odds. If
Sure.
we're playing odds, you probably will be
But-
tomorrow.
but you-
Most people live to the next day. Most.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
But you can't promise that.
I can't promise anything.
Right. You got another one?
Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Yeah.
That's good.
Head football coaches yell that all the time.
That's really good.
Hey, this is hard, but you'll make it because this won't always be happening, and you'll be out of it. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, and if you're not tough, you're not going to live.
And then you
you're
might
not gonna
die.
Yeah.
It all goes back to live like you were dying.
That's right.
Y'all know my Henry Ford one that we love.
Oh,
Move that assembly line faster.
Beep,
Look
beep,
at
get
this
out
car.
of my way.
No.
What is it?
No, if you think you
Chevy
can.
sucks.
No, that's a little blue engine. If you think you can. If you think I can.
that's,
I think I
no,
can.
no, that's a little blue engine. That's the.
Thomas the Train?
No,
That's a little blue engine.
That's. Now you guys have me. That's the
It's
little
a-
engine that could.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
it.
Go
okay,
ahead.
it's if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's like your quote made me think of that because he persevered. He didn't give up. He wasn't a quitter.
Did he live or did he die?
That's the question.
Yeah, was he living?
While he was living, he was living.
Let's talk to Heather. You guys have me confusing every quote now with each other, so I'm.
Because they're all basically the
They
same.
are.
You know what I mean?
They are. Heather in South Carolina, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. What do you want to say?
So you were talking about artists being late at their shows, and Kenny Chesney just did that in Charleston, I guess, a couple months ago when he was here. He played on Daniel Island. There's a tennis facility, and he played at the tennis stadium, and they have a very strict 10:30 curfew during the week because it's in a neighborhood, a very posh neighborhood. So Kelsey came out. She played. He didn't come out for at least 45 minutes, closer to an hour after her, and he played till 11:15, close to 11:30.
Probably paid the fine.
Almost an hour past their curfew. So either he was fined or the owner of the facility is fined. Somebody was fined.
Yeah, we were talking earlier because there was another country, is in the UK. Like they just shut the power down, and they'll shut the power down at certain places here too. It just depends on the rules. Or if you go over, you pay for every minute you go over. So it's like, hey, here's the curfew, and if we so Eddie and I used to do this bit. We'd get on stage as the Raging Idiots. We'd play big music festivals or fairs, and if we'd headline, there'd be thousands of people out in the crowd, and there wouldn't be a curfew. And we'd be like, we just hit the curfew. They'd be like, oh, no. Yeah. Okay, now they said we need to get off stage. We can keep playing, but we're going to get fined for every minute. You'd never seen people so passionate than to see us start to get fined. It was just a joke. And then we'd play a song, and I'd be like, we should go, but we're willing to pay more fines if you guys want to. We'd do it for like 20 minutes.
They're like, pay the fine.
Yeah, and they start chanting, pay the fine. Right, that's rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm
Lying
saying.
about paying fines is rock and roll. But we showed up on time, though.
Yeah,
We
of
would
course.
we'd just be like, it's 10 p.m. It's time for us to go. Oh, no. You want us to pay the fine? Pay the fine.
It's a good time.
It's a good time for sure. Heather, thank you very much. Hope you have a great day.
All right. Thank you,
All
too.
right, see you later. All right, that's what's up. Thank you guys for being here today. Again, voicemails or call us 877-77-BOBBY. Appreciate you guys.